5 vegan foods that kill your cravings and keep you full for hours. My aim with this video is to give you 5 foods you can practically insert into your diet today and see wins on the scale as early as this week. Add these things to your diet right now to keep the hunger at bay while still maintaining weight loss. Number 1, and it's first on my list for a reason because it's been amazing for me personally this summer, even though I'm just trying to maintain right now, it's popcorn. And I've actually broken all my rules because I usually say oil and butter-free popcorn is best and it's surprisingly low in calories, but I've actually been using the packet one that's ready to go from Vilgain when I'm out and about, and for about, 210, 220 calories, I get 50 grams, this big old bag of popcorn that takes me a good 10 to 12 minutes of chew time. Like, for me, that's incredible. I'm a really fast eater, so that's incredible, and it's first on my list, and that's just how effective popcorn is. Even when it's got olive oil on it, like the Vilgain one, still really, I find it incredibly effective. Now, of course, something that's 200 calories, that's not going to hold me like one of my Slim and Sustain Big Bowls does, but where the popcorn is great is when I'm out and about, it's kind of maybe 3 to 4 p.m. I know I might not make it home for dinner for 1 to 2 hours. Like, give me something that's hearty and it's maybe a little bit more substantial than just a single piece of fruit. And it's also something different, right? Because I eat loads of fruit all the time, it can get a little tedious. So just having popcorn, that big volume of salty, good snack, wow, amazing. Number 2 is my really bare bones tomato soup, which I'm going to walk you through in just a second. You already know if you've been following me for a while, I love soup for weight loss because the high volume, high water content, the water diluting subsequently the calorie ingredients in the soup. Really amazing hack for weight loss, for staying full but keeping the calories in check. The catch is, obviously, depends what you put in the darn soup in the first instance, but the potential there. Anyway, the potential is there for it to be an amazing weight loss friendly snack, meal, whatever. What I've been doing about once a week for maybe 4 or 5 months now, like this is I feel embarrassed to tell you guys this because it's so bare bones, it's so makeshift, it's just shocking. It's really ridiculous. I just take, would you believe, a can of chopped tomatoes, about 440 grams for a standard can in Europe, and it's about 120 calories. I then double the water content, so I pour an extra, whatever, can's worth of water, 400 ml of water in the thing. Then I just add half a vegetable stock cube. That's it. You could add some veggie stock powder. It doesn't have to be a stock cube. You could just do your own herbs and spices, a little salt, little pepper, maybe some oregano, some fresh herbs, dried herbs, whatever. You can even add veggies to this if you really want to bulk this up, but what I've been doing is I've been having this as an appetizer and just holding me back from dinner for about an hour. It just buys me like 1 hour, maybe 90 minutes before I can eat dinner. And this has been awesome the last couple of months. Like, I love this. Yes, you can indeed do something more hearty. If I was having this soup as a main meal, I would be adding, I don't know, a little pasta to it, maybe some potato, some beans, some tofu, etc., etc. Like my big hearty soups that I used to do a lot, or I do a lot in the winter months. But for me, this has been just an amazing little appetizer to just hold me steady. Like, if the hunger is coming on, but I don't want dinner yet, or I've got a couple of things to do, or I just don't want to eat yet because there's still a long time left in the day and you're in the calorie deficit, you know you've only got so many calories to play with, a soup just holds me steady. Number 3 is easy, had to make this list, it's rolled oats. Notice I say rolled. Quick oats don't do this for me. Something about rolled oats, they really fill me up. Now, if you're to ask me what's my one-time favorite breakfast, I'm always going to say Ryan's Signature Cereal Bowl, my clients know, or I'm going to say my tofu scrambles. Those are my favorite plant-based breakfasts, but honestly, if I have to pick one breakfast in a calorie deficit that fills me up for the longest time, if I want to be really tactical, if I'm in that deep weight loss phase and I'm noticing the hunger building as the weeks go on, I'm going to oatmeal. I'm going to oatmeal with loads of berries, a small minimal amount of nuts and seeds, a little bit of soy or almond milk or water, maybe a little bit of stevia. The rolled oats are a massive component to this. Something about a rolled oats based dish, even if the calories and relatively well the fiber is equalized versus one of those aforementioned breakfast options, I can get another hour or 2 right later in the day until I really crave lunch on oatmeal. That's how effective it is for me. Even if the calories, like I say, even if the fiber is equalized, even if the macronutrients are relatively balanced in the same way as those other 2 meals I mentioned, something about oats, the slow digestion, all of that fiber content, the others do too, it just I don't know, for me, if they're sweet, even if I do savory oats as well, especially if I do savory oats, it's actually more satisfying for me. I don't have that instant blood sugar spike. This can hold me really steady. So rolled oats, they're on this list. I don't get this with those quick, fine cut oats. I really don't. Number 4, I'm pretty sure you won't expect, and frankly, when I was planning this video, I didn't expect to include this either. But when I was thinking about what my clients, this wasn't my idea, but what my clients have been feeding back to me lately, one thing really surprised me that often came up: chocolate. Has to be chocolate for some reason. It's universally popular, I think. Chocolate plant protein powder. Yeah, I really didn't expect to include plant protein powder on this list, but if you have a nice tasting, still clean, but a nice tasting low-calorie plant protein powder, chocolate is universally popular, vanilla maybe a second to that. Something about this for my clients, that little sweet tooth, you're channeling that sweet tooth, it feels a little desserty, it feels a little snacky. All right, it's not like proper Swiss chocolate, is it? But it's something that has some of those flavors that you associate with the junk foods, your big indulgences of the past. And I just think if you have this in a weight loss phase, it feels like a treat. So whether it's in our plant protein smoothies for breakfast or just a protein shake snack option that lots of my clients have and I'll use on occasion to just fill the gap between meals and get that little protein boost, or I recently adjusted a protein ice cream for Ryan, one of my clients, another Ryan. There's many of us, would you believe? Yes, universal. That is a really good winner as well. Oh, my plant protein sludge that I was loving last year, not so much this year, but the apple slices in the plant protein sludge. Something about chocolate plant protein powder. 120, 110 calories for a scoop. You get that 20, 23, 24 grams of protein as well. Okay, just alone with a little water or a little almond milk, a little protein shake, that's not going to keep you full for that long. So can I say this keeps you full for hours between meals? Maybe not necessarily, but certainly as a craving killer, this actually had to make the list. And lastly, number 5, I don't think this would be a complete list without a vegetable on here. That said, we don't actually have a fruit on here. But when I thought about, I've been living this lifestyle 11 years now, guys, like this high fiber, and I wasn't never eating vegetables before going plant-based, that must be said. But certainly the fiber goes through the roof, right? I've been eating 4, 5, 6 servings of vegetables a day for years now, most days for years and years and years. As I say, over a decade. My point is, I've got really used to eating high volumes of food with loads of fiber. I've adjusted, my body's adapted, my stomach size, I'm sure, has adapted as well. Psychologically, I can deal with a lot of food. So I can eat vegetables that many people find really filling and not be that full. There's one exception. It's broccoli. And I know it's one of people's favorite vegetables, so maybe it's not too niche, or maybe you're not hearing something new today. But for me, there's some, and I would throw cauliflower into this. I just don't like it as much. I don't tend to use it as much. I don't tend to find it quite as versatile as broccoli. It's a bit more distinctive in flavor and therefore actually less usable in many, many different tastes. Taste profiles is the term I'm looking for. And something about broccoli, though, it doesn't take me much. I can have 8 to 10 florets of broccoli, and compared to vegetables of a similar calorie profile and a similar calorie to volume ratio, something about broccoli, if I include broccoli in a meal, my body is just like, we're good, like we're set. I've really, really observed this. So whilst there are many non-starchy veg that I love, I'm always speaking about zucchini, bell pepper, mushrooms. I'll give a special shout out to those 2 or 3. I love my shredded carrot as well, don't I? Because I just throw that into a shredded carrot that I buy in these big packs, throw it into all of these bowls. That's really simple. But for me, broccoli, if I'm to pick one that I think, you know what? If I'm going in the fat loss phase tomorrow and I'm relying mostly on one vegetable to bulk out those meals without adding loads of calories and to just give me that psychological perceived satisfaction, like that amazing feeling that's quite hard to come by in a weight loss phase of, I genuinely don't need or want any more food, broccoli is absolutely here. It's on this list. So that's it. Get to work with these. Perhaps you're doing some of these already right now. Let me know in the comments down below any new stuff that you've heard today and you think, okay, I'll give that a go, Ryan. And again, this is all about, we know weight loss basically is down to this whole calorie deficit shtick. The hard part is obviously staying consistent with it, but that's why strategizing and thinking so intentionally about the exact makeup of your diet, ensuring that you're eating lots of foods like I've mentioned today that have an amazing bang for buck calorie to satisfaction ratio. That's why it's absolutely critical, because you could do the calorie deficit thing and you could just eat Ritz crackers and Oreos, but it ain't gonna be the same as including lots of the foods that I've mentioned, getting in that 40 to 50 grams of fiber per day, the 60-20-20 macros, all the other little tactics and hacks that I've shared on this channel over the years, eating that moderate calorie deficit so it's sustainable, the non-starchy veggies to bulk up the meals, lots of beans, legumes, whole grains, tubers, potato. Like, you know my shtick already, you know the whole slim and sustain philosophy. This is why I'm so stubborn about this stuff, because when you introduce the right foods to your diet, it makes that calorie deficit so much easier. So that's the value of what I'm sharing, I think, here. We all know it's just a calorie deficit. I wouldn't need to make 700 videos if just eat a calorie deficit was enough advice of people. This is how we actually do it and make it sustainable.